Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and as some of you may know, probably not my newer viewers, but most of you probably know, one of my favorite troops, probably not my favorite, but one of my favorite troops is the Valkyrie. Specifically because the Valkyrie attacks unlike any other troop. It has a splash attack, but it actually moves in between the buildings to use its splash attack. And I think that's very useful on certain base designs, and it actually works very well. Even without things like Golems, P.E.K.K.A, whatever. The Valkyries can work well on their own. So this guy right here, he's got a decently upgraded base. Some of the stuff is maxed and most of it is almost maxed. So I go in and basically I'm just going to deploy my clan castle. I've just got a couple Valkyries and wizards in my clan castle. And I want to get over that wall to get those wizards, but I can't really do it, so I'm going to have to use my lightning spell. I did take the chance to break the walls when I could. I always attack from this side of this design of base. I'm just going to spam in my Valkyries and get my wizards to clear because my Valkyries are going to go in as soon as I break the wall. There was a spring trap there, but I only lost one wall breaker. Now here's an unfortunate part that happens. The unfortunate part is my Valkyries get on the king. That's not unfortunate. They take him down really quickly, but while they're taking him down, they take a good amount of damage from that wizard tower just because even though it doesn't do that much damage, it splashed all of them several times, and that's a lot of damage when they're all standing on top of each other. But my heroes are going the right direction, and the town hall is almost the only thing there. It's just that little Tesla in the way, and it's onto the town hall for the Archer Queen. She's able to take it out. I probably didn't need to use her ability or the rage spell to take it, but I just did that to speed it up and get a little bit more percentage. And now I'm just going to see how much percentage I can get. Obviously, I can't get a 3-star, but let's see if I can get up to about 60%. My queen's taking all the hits right now, and she does not have anything to do. So I'm going to get 60%. I got that 60%, and I got 12 trophies. This next guy has a weaker base, so I was hoping for a 3-star. I wanted to go in and see if I could 3-star. These attacks are very rapid attacks. They take about 1 minute to 1 minute and 30 seconds each attack. That is a very, very quick attack. Most attacks take about 2 minutes to complete. This one will get through the base in about 1 minute on most bases. If it's an unmaxed base, you can expect about a minute, maybe a minute 10. On a max base, you can do it in a minute 30. I'm talking fully maxed. I'm actually going to be trying it on fully maxed later, not in this video, but later. I'm probably going to try it on fully maxed only and see how it does. Just pure Valkyrie. What I'm using is 20 Valkyries. Then I'm just using a mix of wizards and wall breakers. Nothing else really, and then just wizards and Valkyries in my clan castle. I've gotten the 2nd star. My king is going off there, and he's going after that Inferno Tower. My queen is gonna go down soon, and I forgot to use her ability because I was so focused on deploying my wizards. I was deploying wizards top and bottom to try and get a little extra percentage. So I could have gotten a little bit of dark elixir maybe, but that's about it. 400 dark elixir is all I missed out on by not using my ability. This next guy is a very, 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 very common base design. I see this all the time now. I see it like every other next. I see it almost every other next. Maybe every 3 or 4 next I see this design, which is very common. It's one of the most common base designs I've ever seen. I have to deploy my Archer Queen here and try and use a lightning spell because I don't want those balloons to get over all of my troops, because I'll lose a lot of troops. I lost a lot of Valkyries to that already. I only have 14 left. I lost 6 Valkyries. So I'm going to spam them all in right here and try and get them all to go straight towards the center where they can position themselves in between a bunch of stuff and all swing at once and take out a bunch of big buildings all at once. At least that's the goal, and they're all running generally in the right direction. A couple went off to the side, but for the most part, they're all going into the core. They took out the queen already. There's those little skeletons, but the skeletons, just like witches, don't matter to Valkyries. They just run right through them. One swing and all the skeletons from a trap or from a witch are gone. And look at that. Look how fast they emptied out the core. In the time I was talking, they killed everything in the core. They all died because they have about as much health as a giant, but they took out the entire core, including the town hall. And the clan castle, the expos, the Inferno Tower, and the town hall all have a bunch of health. That's a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage, and they hit so many buildings at once. It can get ridiculous. You can have them hitting up to 4 buildings at once. And I'm out of time, and my Archer Queen's out of health, so it's gonna end. 56%, 17 trophies. That's a lot of trophies. So I don't really have a name for this. You can call it Viz, Walk. I don't care. I don't have a name for it. I just call it Valkyries, because if it was all Valkyries, I would call it all Valkyries. I don't really have any set name for it. Now this last guy, look at the replay time, 1 minute 12 seconds. This guy has max level defense towers. and I get through his base in 1 minute and 12 seconds. So I'm going to try and break as many of those walls as I can, get my Valkyries spreading out a little bit, staying a little bit fanned out, because there aren't really big clumps of buildings, they're just in a line here, so I can get 2 buildings at once instead of 3 or 4, so I want to spread them out as much as I can. I had to worry a lot about those giant bombs. I didn't really have to worry that much about the giant bombs, because in the end, they only killed maybe 3 or 4 Valkyries at most. I don't think they killed any more than that. All my Valkyries are just all off to the side. They just all went to the side. Now they're all dead, but they all went to the side. Now, my queen's going the wrong direction, obviously. There isn't, you know, a jump spell right there next to the town hall. And the king's going the wrong direction. But wait for it. The king's going the right direction. Is he gonna do it? Things are locking onto him instead of his barbarians. That is not good for it. Luckily, there's no splash damage, so maybe the barbarians can take it out if he can. And wait for it, he's gonna take a swing. There it goes, and he dies right after he does it. Another P.E.K.K.A. MVP. He's becoming my favorite right now. I think I like him more than the queen right now. He's doing much better than the queen. The queen's off hitting walls and hitting storages that I don't need that are almost empty. He's actually going for the town hall. He's turning random directions just to get the town hall. He is the new MVP. So, Barbarian King, you're my favorite now. Move over, Archer Queen. You're out of here. So that is how I attack with Valkyries. If you have any ideas for it, or any combinations with Valkyries, I'd very much like to hear it, because I like Valkyries. Any more rating I can do with Valkyries, the better. Because those are fun. They're sort of a niche troop. Can't really use them for anything major except Go Weeva and Go Vape, and those are not very commonly used. But I really would like to see Supercell tweak them just a little bit more so they can actually be used much more often. They're used for stuff like taking out clan castles, maybe defending, and a couple types of attacks that aren't used. So if they are tweaked, which I would like to see, I would hope that a lot of people end up using them, because they are one of my top favorite troops of all time, and I think they're going to stay that way. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.